Hey, what's up guys, Shrimp here and welcome back to a brand new video. And we're back doing some more rebuilds. I have done the Chicago Bears, I've done the Cincinnati Bengals, and now it's going to be the Buffalo Bills. They're only an 80 overall. For some reason, I don't get that, but it is what it is. And Sean McDermott is their head coach, and usually what people do is they just, change the head coach and just do whatever they want. I'm not going to do that. Right? I'm not going to do that. Auto progress players and auto progress talents will be on. I can't upgrade every single player manually. It's just not going to work like that. And I think, yeah, I think we've, hold on, okay, then now I think we've done it all. So, 15-minute quarters, obviously. And I usually turn entry off because I want to see just what it's like on, just how a player could be, whether against how good could they be, but how bad they really are because they keep getting injured and nothing really good happens. That's why I turn off injuries. It said I have 20 staff points. I actually have 2, so great lie. But we'll manage the roster and we will talk about this Buffalo Bills team. And they have a really good quarterback here in Josh Allen. They have a really good quarterback. 99 throw power, and it's just progressed so well, and I think he's one of the MVP candidates of this year. Devin Singletary's in here as well. I like him. He's a cool player. He's young, but he's pretty slow, and I don't know if he's going to be that guy for the future. So I'm fine with Singletary, but if I find a shot at drafting a better running back for the future, I'll take that. Zack Moss had a pretty good rookie year, 75 overall, and star development as well. And he averaged 4.3 per carry, 41 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This is a pretty good year for Zack Moss. Being a third round pick, I think? And whoever this guy is, he's our fullback. Stefon Diggs is probably the best route runner in football right now. Just he keeps getting open, catches the ball, and does what a receiver needs to do, and catches the ball effectively. Cole Beasley is one of the better slot receivers in the league. Emmanuel Sanders is old, but still pretty fast, so I like him right now, but not for the future. Gabriel Davis as well. I like him for the future. Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders, they're too old. 31 years old, and I think 34 Emmanuel Sanders is. Gabriel Davis is 22. And he also has star development to start off, so I think he'll be really good for the future. And for those of you who are wondering, a rebuild is not like a speed rebuild. I don't believe in speed rebuilds because it's just not very realistic to rebuild a team in 7 minutes, right? It has to progress. Get the team worse but better for the future. Get younger players. Young. That's what a rebuild is. And keep your stars, right? Like, if let's say Devontae Adams, for example, he's nearly 30, but does that mean I'm going to trade him? Of course not, because Devontae Adams is a key piece on the Packers offense, right? In this case, Stefon Diggs, Josh Allen. No matter how old they'll be, unless they're like 37 years or 35 years old, I'm keeping them because they're the stars of this team. After that rant, offensive line is really decent. Cody Ford hasn't been the best since coming into the league. Darrell Williams is fine. Dion Dawkins is a pretty good player. John Feliciano's in here, and Mitch Morse. Dawson Knox is really inconsistent, and he just drops the ball on in some circumstances. Defensively, I think this team does get a bit better because there's just better pieces for the future. Starla Tulele is in here. No. I mean, he's not going to be here for long. I'll tell you that much. Jermaine Edmonds is in here, and as is Matt Milano, who we thought was going to a different team for so long, and then they re-signed him. A.J. Epinesa has star development. I'm starting him over Mario Addison. And Gregory Rousseau, I think, is going to start immediately at left end. Rousseau was a really, really raw player in Miami. raw meaning that he was just high upside player, and he's athletic. He's pretty athletic, but you know, 83 speed, not that athletic. So he was just really raw and didn't show that much pass rushing capability. He was more of a run stopper, but I think if we can unlock his potential, that would be amazing. AJ Klein's in here, brother of Calvin Klein. And then Jordan Poyer, he's a cool player, but 30 years old and just star development, I don't know. Maybe for a year. Maybe I'll keep him for a year. Micah Hyde, I mean, obviously I'm keeping him, but also 30 years old. He has superstar development, though, so I'm going to keep him for longer than Jordan Poyer. Tre'Davious White is probably one of the best, is not probably, is one of the best corners in football, and he's 26 years old, so great for the future. As for Jerry Hughes, not really. 33 years old. He's a cool player, but, and of course, been probably one of the more just same kind of statistics line for years, but 33 years old on a rebuilding team it just isn't going to happen. So you may keep your eyes out for a Jordan Poyer trade. Jerry Hughes trade is coming immediately, and I think Emmanuel Sanders will be gone as well. I mean, yeah, I know they just signed him to a huge deal in free agency, but it just doesn't really make sense to keep him, is all. Alright, so first deal. Jerry Hughes, a 3 and a 5, gets me Hassan Reddick from the Carolina Panthers, who's having an electric start to the season. And I think, like, no team actually has interest in Emmanuel Sanders. I need to see what his bonus is, because, like, if I may want to trade him. I may. But I think I'm done for this year. I'm just going to wait for Emmanuel Sanders' contract to just expire, and then he just won't be there. But we'll simulate to the mid-season mark. I want to re-sign players there. I want to see how we're looking, how the playbook's doing, you know? I'll also adjust the depth chart a bit just so I can have the stats a bit to my favor. And I will switch to Tampa Bay playbook, which is actually really good for offense. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll see you at the mid-season mark. So, yeah, I mean, not a great start, because I actually forgot to change the playbook. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Franchise settings, is it? No, it's managed staff, yeah. This is where it is, team schemes. That rhymed. Team scheme, you know. But yeah, offensive playbook is going to be shifted to Tampa Bay. But 3-3. What happened? What's going on? Well, Tom Brady is dominating in the league as usual. Not much. J.J. Watt, not many sacks. Like, if you see Falcons franchise, Myles Garrett has like 19 sacks or 20 sacks in about 11 games. So, yeah. But stats and awards, if we check out here, what's going on? 21st best offense. So that may change. Defensively, though, we're doing amazing. So I think it's just our offense. So that's fine with me then. That's going to change at some point. Re-signing players. Levi Wallace, no. It's just not going to happen. I don't really want any of these guys. So maybe Levi Wallace, I just don't really want to pay him this much money, because he's going to be 27 at the end of the year, and since he only has normal development trait, he's going to regress soon. I think Teron Johnson's the better move. He's asking for a bit more money, but I think he's just a better overall right now, so we'll lock him up on a 4-year deal. And then Emmanuel Sanders, obviously, he's just not going to come back. Matt Hawk, we'll bring him back in free agency, or maybe even a better punter. So, maybe if our offense can get better, we will be in the playoffs. But right now, second in the division behind the Jets. Let's see if we can make the playoffs. So, we did make the playoffs. 9-8. Won the division. That's not very good, is it? I don't think that's very good. Playoff bracket. We are the number 4 seed, I would imagine. Yeah, because that's not good. Jags made the playoffs. Not exactly what's happening in real life right now. Trevor Lawrence has not looked good at all, but not his fault entirely. Like, obviously his O-line's not doing him any favors, but we're playing the Broncos. It looks like Von Miller had the most unbelievable season. J.J. Watt had 25 sacks. So remember what I was saying about not many sacks? Yeah, never mind. J.J. Watt just shattered. What's another word for break? I don't know. He he crushed it. He crushed it. Um, yeah, I mean, 25 sacks compared to the record is just unbelievable. Josh Allen had a pretty good year. Offense did rebound. And 24th best defense. So our defense started to lack. And no Bills. That's 4th for Offensive Player of the Year. I would expect him then to throw a lot of interceptions because that's what usually happens. Like, if you throw a lot of interceptions, you're not going to get MVP votes, but you're going to get Offensive Player of the Year votes. Tremaine Edmonds actually came in there for AFC Defensive Player of the Year, as Najee Harris is your Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. It's always Owusu Koramoah. Like, this Browns defense, maybe I should try. Rousseau's at 6. But maybe I should try Browns defense because they seem to be doing amazing. As Allen, not the worst season. 4,900 yards, 33 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. Obviously not bad at all. 8 yards per attempt, so that's pretty good. Devin Singletary. Said Devin a little bit weirdly there. 3.8 per carry. Not good. At all. Stefon Diggs with an unbelievable year. 97 receptions, 1,400 yards, and 12 touchdowns, averaging 15 per reception. Cole Beasley was pretty good. Emmanuel Sanders got involved, but only had 2 touchdowns. Dawson Knox wasn't that good. By the way, Emmanuel Sanders averaged 9.2 per reception. This ring camera annoys me. Like, look at this career stats. He has never averaged less than 10 per reception. That's his career low. Who allowed the most sacks? John Feliciano and Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown did good. He didn't play all 17 games, that's for sure. Deion Dawkins was so terrible. Really, really bad. Matt Milano had a ton of tackles and a lot of tackles for loss. 13 for loss from Ed Oliver. 10 from loss from Matt Milano, obviously. And 7 sacks for Ed Oliver. 6.5 for Hassan Reddick. Could have been better. Rousseau with 6. Edmonds, 3 picks. Tre'Davious White, 3. Teron Johnson with 2, so maybe that was a decent re-signing. And Tyler Bass, we'll take that year. So, we're going to test out Brown's defensive playbook because this could be huge. Also, we have a breakout player challenge, so that would be cool if we could get a breakout player. But team schemes, we're going to go Cleveland, Kevin Stefanski's defensive playbook, and I want to see how it works. As we check out the breakout player here. Who is it on? Oh my goodness, this is so huge. This is huge. Teron Johnson getting a development trade up to star. This would be amazing for our team, and especially worth that deal. We didn't win. We did not win. Oh, let's go. Teron Johnson's up to star development. And 10,000 XP for him. So Teron Johnson, re-signing him was worth it, as my contract was extended. Can we get fired? I don't want to get fired. Don't fire me. As staff moves, this is a really fun screen because some stupid stuff happened here. Alright, let's do this. Zach Taylor fired. Joe Judge fired. Ron Rivera fired. So that's 3. there's usually more. Like, I've seen Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, I think I've seen get fired in franchise mode before. Um, I think there was definitely more. I think Brandon Staley definitely has. I think more than once for me, at least. So it's been pretty wild. We don't have much cap room. 6 mil is definitely not much. Now it's up to 21.5 million. As Teron Johnson with an upgrade, of course, we'll just auto upgrade that. But we'll see if we have any development trade upgrades in the next week. Resign players, obviously, don't really have anyone to resign. Let me just quickly check again. Wait, what? Oh, Hassan Reddick's in. Never mind. I too. Why did I not see him before? Hassan Reddick's going to get a huge, massive 5-year extension. Because he's decently young and he's worth it. That's all. So, now, we'll manage roster. Imagine if we lost Hassan Reddick. Adjust lineup. Did we have any development trade upgrades? Alright. I'm not seeing any, and I don't think there was. Defensively, however, Micah Hyde went down, so that's not very good. Yeah, I mean, not the best season. Other than Teron Johnson, really? No one. Absolutely no one got upgraded. And one went down, so not the best. Not the best. But free agency, we're going to be pretty decently active with the amount of money we have. Like, Devontae Adams is always here for some reason. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I think we're going to go for Chris Godwin. It's obvious. Cole Beasley will get traded. Chris Godwin comes in. And we have, as I was saying, we will have 2 pretty good wide receivers. And if I don't invest too much money in Godwin, we could also get J.C. Jackson. But maybe that's shooting for the stars a bit. As for Chris Garvin, though, he's going to get a pretty hefty contract, so you might want to bring that down a bit just because, you know, no one's offering him, and then we'll see from there. So 5 years, 50 mil, and then we'll offer quite a bit on J.C. Jackson, who I actually kind of want, because my corner group, other than Tre'Davious White, isn't the best. Obviously, we have Teron Johnson. We don't really have anyone else, so we're at the top of that bidding as well. And let's see if we can get Chris Godwin and J.C. Jackson both. Let's see. Alright, so we got both. Oh my goodness. First of all, I don't know why Godwin would accept a $10 million deal contract per year. And then J.C. Jackson, it was neck and neck between me and I think the Chargers were offering him as well. And we got him. We stole him from the Chargers. It was really close. But we have gotten 2 extremely good players. And our team is up to an 84 overall. So that's really, really big. And 2019, alright, there's no 5th year option, I guess. So we'll simulate the draft then. So we may be going a little bit off our needs here. But I think in a 4-3 scheme, or sorry, 3-4 scheme, Kyrie Hayden could definitely be a huge player for us to get. Freak athlete, 6'2", 250 pounds, and he ran 4.47. 29 reps of the bench press. 8 tackle, 8 pursuit, 8 hit power. Looks like the complete package at middle linebacker, honestly. And Matthew White, he looks pretty good as well. So if we could get both of these, any one of these guys, or maybe even both, that would be so huge for my team. Like, honestly, maybe we can even just, you know, get a 4-3 scheme, start these 2 at middle linebacker, move Tremaine Edmonds to outside, then 1 defensive tackle will be needed, and we have Ed Oliver. Then we have A.J. Epinesa, Hassan Reddick, moves down to defensive end, and we have a functioning 4-3 defense. So, I think we have a huge play in here, and we don't even have to trade up to get these guys. So, We'll see. Watch one of them go at pick 18. So the Bucks take a quarterback. They need another one. Kyle Trask isn't good enough, you know. Tom Brady, why would they need him? Right? When we can have two rookie quarterbacks. But Matthew White's the first guy to go off the board. 77 overall with hidden development. And, yeah, I mean, wow. 91 speed, 87 tackle, 85 hit power. And then I think what we'll do is we'll trade our second round pick up to move up into the very late first round. Like, who won the Super Bowl? Coach Shanahan versus Coach Stefanski. It's one of those. So I'm either going to trade with the 49ers or the Browns. Whichever team comes first. And we'll see what we do with it. Boom. So I was actually an idiot. And then I remembered that the 49ers traded with the Miami Dolphins to get the number 3 overall pick. So I just traded with the Browns. Because it turns out the 49ers did beat the Browns in the Super Bowl. And so a 2, a 4, and a 4 next year gets the deal done. And I hope that we can make this pick a reality. And we can't. He's gone. Oh, what if he was better? What if? But we do have a couple of running backs in here as well that I didn't check out. Devin Reed, but they're not worth it. They're genuinely not worth it. What about O-line? Like I am trying to do whatever I can. Tyler Hodges looks pretty good, but also a late first rounder. Is there any early first round guys that can be taken right now? We'll see. Alright, so the decision has been made to draft Jordan Poyer's replacement, and the choice is between Ross Douglas and Marco Peoples. I know both of these guys aren't actually strong safeties, but we can convert them to one. And Ross Douglas just seems like the guy who's going to be playing strong safety. While he is pretty slow, A- hit power, A- pursuit, and can really just help defend the run against Marco Peoples, who's a pretty well-rounded player. I think I'm going to go with no one here and just trade out of this pick. Is that something? Or do I take Caleb Harvey? Like, maybe he can play over AJ Epinesa? Obviously, 5'11", 224 is a little bit underweight, so never mind. I don't know. I'm just not going to reach for Marco Peoples. I can't. So, I think I'm going to do it. Oregon State for Oregon State, because I think Jordan Poyer went to Oregon State, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do it. Ross Douglas. Okay, so pretty good pick. 75 overall hidden development. That other safety, though, may have been better, because he's only the number 16 player in the draft. But I'll take it. Hidden development is just so huge. It's going to be star. That's what I was about to say. 75 overall star development. But we'll have hope. It could be anything better. So we'll see. Alright, so we're going to try and check out the players that I missed out on. 81 overall running back. Oh, no. The Falcons got him with 95 speed. I missed out on a huge player there. Oh, no. 95 speed. Who could I have taken? Damian Allen. Not the worst player, but I'm fine with Matthew White here. So 77 overall. He's already in the top 14% of the middle linebackers. The other guy I was looking at, I think, was Kyrie Hayden. Normal development. So I'm fine. And then the other guy I was looking at was not Tremaine Cloud. Was this guy, Marco Peoples, 74 overall with normal development. Yeah, I made the right choice. He has 77 zone, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll not adjust the roster. We'll advance to the preseason week 1. And check out the team there. I'm not looking at the hall. So this is going to be like the Bengals rebuild with the EA servers down. So that's going to be fun. But I think this team's going to be doing much better as we look at the roster and hope that the EA servers will finally connect for once. So, Stefon Diggs, Chris Godwin, huge receiving core. Cole Beasley will be gone. And then, defense, Ross Douglas will move to strong safety. Poyer and Beasley will be traded. And I think Reddick moves to left end. Edmonds to left outside linebacker. And then we start Matthew White. I think that's what's going to happen. So that's a lot. And then, of course, we stay at in this scheme. And Carlos Basham becomes a defensive tackle. 6'3", 281. This very well could be a decent build for a defensive tackle. It's just probably about 20 pounds underweight. So, yeah, I mean, really underweight. But other than that, Basham can definitely be a solid enough starting defensive tackle. So we'll take that. And then we will try and make some moving happen. Alright, so Jordan Poyer is sent for Elijah Vera Tucker. We'll just take him. He's a young player. And then I think we'll do the exact same thing for Cole Beasley. And I think I know where to trade him to. I think I do. So this was actually a pick that I made in my 2021 NFL mock draft. Asante Samuel Jr. to the Buffalo Bills. And that is exactly what's going to happen here. As Cole Beasley and Jordan Poyer shipped off for Elijah Vera Tucker and Asante Samuel Jr. I think we did pretty good there. So, yeah. There you go. We got our new starting left guard. Right? And then, as John Feliciano is going to get cut, like, come on. He's 30 years old. I don't really care about the cap penalty. Just no. Nah. I don't really feel like it. As SpongeBob famously quoted, it's a meme right now. Right? I love saying... I love SpongeBob, by the way. Yeah, I'm a kid, you know, so... I'm only a 7th grader. Anyways. Elijah Vera Tucker and Cody Ford will be starting. John Feliciano's gone. Spencer Brown actually did decent, but he allowed a sack in, I think, one game? So, not the best. Deion Dawkins, I'm going to give him one more chance, and then some bad stuff are going to happen, right? So, yeah. Defense looking much better with J.C. Jackson and, of course, Teron Johnson, Asante Samuel Jr., and then last things that I had to do is Tremaine Edmonds. Oh, okay, so a lot of moves. So we're not going to say that again. Alright, so this is how the team's going to look. Tre'Davious White, J.C. Jackson starting. Samuel Jr. will move over to Ron Johnson because I want him to get some starting time as well. And, of course, Ross Douglas, strong safety. Edmonds at left outside linebacker. Reddick left end. And Mike White was actually a player, though. You can go search him up, not the best players. And then Asante Samuel Jr. will be playing the nickel. And then, I'm actually kind of happy with how this is looking. I'll still let Rousseau be a rush end, but I want AJ Epinesa to be coming in there as well. And I think the rest probably will stay the same. Wait. No. I'm going to put Chris Godwin in the slot so that he has an amazing year. And then the rest will stay the same. So we're 5-1 at the midseason mark for 2022, and that's pretty good. I like that. And yeah, we do have some pretty big players to bring back in. Tremaine Edmonds, I'm gonna have to pay him like an outside linebacker. So that's not gonna be very fun, but we will do it. Singletary, we'll see how he does. Ed Oliver, yes. Ed Oliver's coming back. No shot he isn't. So, Oliver's back. Morse is probably gone. Dawson Knox, another guy, we'll have to see how he does. Anyway, I can't bring him back. So, yeah, but we'll stimulate then to the playoffs. How's the year going? We're not in anything. We're not in anything. Yep, that's how good we are. We're not in any top performers. Josh Allen, though, with 21 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Oh my goodness, 0. 21 touchdowns to 0 interceptions with a 72% completion percentage and averaging 303 yards per game, 8.7 per attempt, and has a 131.8 passer rating. Oh my goodness. Devin Singletary still sucks. What else is new? Diggs, Godwin, having a pretty good season so far, and our O-line hasn't let up pretty much any sacks. Mitch Morse hasn't. Vera Tucker hasn't. Ford has only let up 1. Deion Dawkins still sucks. And then, Matthew White is looking unbelievable. 2 interceptions, half a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. What is going on? Hassan Reddick's having 8 tackles for loss and 5 sacks as well, both leading the team. Asante Samuel Jr. is having a great year. I think Ross Douglas has a pick in there as well. No. This team's pretty good. However, I do want to check out one thing. Why is Tremaine Edmonds leading in tackles? Matthew White is the sub linebacker. I'm just going to bring in Ross Douglas and then just Micah Hyde, I guess. So because these are the players that I do want to succeed. Not saying that I don't want Tremaine Edmonds to succeed, but I just think getting our rookies to succeed will benefit us more for the future, is all. I'll see you at the playoffs. And to no one's shock, we did make them. 11-6. Von Miller is just having amazing game after amazing game. Josh Allen had a really crazy year. Didn't make it in any other things. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is like the best player in football right now. As we'll check out Josh Allen's numbers. 7 interceptions. So not the best second half of the year. 41 touchdowns though, 5,300 yards nearly, and about a 70% completion percentage, and averaged 309 yards per game. So that's cool from him. Singletary had 16 touchdowns, Zack Moss with 11, but both of them averaged way less than 4 per carry. So not very good. Garvin, great year. There's Stefon Diggs with another great year. Dawson Knox probably deserves a contract. Gabriel Davis was really good. And Spencer Brown, yet again, or whatever. Vera Tucker allowed 4 sacks. Ford allowed 3. Morse 2. What a year. And then Matthew White with an unbelievable year. Yeah, only 112 tackles, but also 6 for loss, 1.5 sacks, and most importantly, 5 interceptions. Ross Douglas had an unbelievable year as well. 112 tackles, 6 for loss, and 3 interceptions. And 19 tackles for loss from A.J. Epinesa, 19 from Hassan Reddick, 15 for Ed Oliver, and Rousseau with a terrible year. 11 sacks for Hassan Reddick, 9 for Ed Oliver, 7.5 for A.J. Epinesa, and then, of course, interceptions. Matthew White led us with 5, Ross Douglas 3, White 2, DeMar Hamlin even had 2, Asante Samuel Jr. just had the 1. Awards. We gotta crack it, right? Josh Allen at 2 for MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Allen at 2 again. Defensive Player of the Year, DeForest Buckner. Matthew White at 8. That's good. That's gotta be Defensive Rookie of the Year, right? Unless there's... Yeah, that's Defensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Edward Posey. I don't know what it is. Jamar Good at 7. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Matthew White with Ross Douglas at 2. There you go. Best quarterback, Josh Allen in there. I'm just going to check out the rest of these to see if there are any Bills. Godwin and Diggs both made it in here. And no Bills, really? We had the best offensive line in football, come on. Hassan Reddick with 4th for best D lineman. Wow. We had no votes for best linebacker. That sucks. Ross Douglas was at 7 for best defensive back. Our rookies were unbelievable in their rookie year. We trained them apparently so well. And then now, for the moment of truth, what is their development trait? The suspense is unbelievable. But before that, Diggs is now a member of the 99 Club. Allen is probably going to get Superstar X Factor. Maybe the same with Chris Godwin. But okay, so not all bad. Matthew White his development trait's probably going to go up anyway. He had an unbelievable year. But Ross Douglas, superstar. I said he's going to get star, but he has superstar development. And of course, that could even go up to Superstar X Factor because he had an unbelievable year, although unlikely. So, wow. A great year for our rookies, and pretty good year for our development traits as well. So, yeah, but it's the Denver Broncos again. Can we beat them this time? Yes, we're playing the Ravens. This is bittersweet for me because the Ravens are also my favorite team in the NFL. Can we beat them? Yes. Can we beat the Chiefs? They're an 86 overall to our 86 overall. Just they have a better offense. Patrick Mahomes has 12 sacks on the year. Can we beat them? Advance to the Super Bowl. We can't. We lose by 2. We lose by 2. No. We'll check out the Pro Bowl roster, see if we had anyone in there. Josh Allen made it. Trevor Lawrence made it. Okay. Stefon Diggs made it. Chris Godwin made it. Dawson Knox is tight end 1. Alright, it's a good start. And then Hassan Reddick made it. Alright. Really? Matthew White didn't even come close. Ed Oliver made it, by the way. I didn't even see that. Ed Oliver is D-tackle with 3. Let's see here. We got him made it, right? Yeah, Ross Douglas. Strong safety 1 over Derwin James. That's so huge. Genuinely, that's so huge. So, Ross Douglas made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. However, somehow, someway, Matthew White with 5 interceptions, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and some votes for Defensive Player of the Year, didn't even make it into the Pro Bowl. That's got to be superstar, right? That is superstar. Matthew White's up to superstar development. He didn't even make the Pro Bowl. That's so stupid. Honestly, +1 speed, so that's up to 92. What was it, +3 his own? Wow. This guy is unbelievable. We can't get any of these just yet. But Matthew White up to superstar development. Unbelievable. Can we also get Superstar X Factor for Ross Douglas? No. Tremaine Edmonds went up, and Oliver went up. A guy who didn't even get an interception this year was J.C. Jackson. I'm paying you a lot of money, my man. But Josh Allen up to Superstar X Factor development. Devin Singletary is just going to go. I would much rather have Zack Moss, honestly, because Singletary has just not been good for us. He just hasn't. And that's just the reality of it. He's not coming back. He's just not. Is there anyone that I really need to bring back? Mitch Morse, yeah, probably. Dawson Knox, I will. Because he had an unbelievable year and made the Pro Bowl. And as tight end 1, I think. So he's coming back. And I think I'll keep Cody Ford as well. 1-year deal is fine. There you go, Cody Ford's back. And then Mitch Morse is asking for too much money, so I'm not going to bring him back. We'll probably bring him back in free agency because he probably will have no interest. But we'll see how the free agency goes. Alright, so good start. Jake Bailey's coming in. Kareem Hunt's coming in. Not the best, but he will give us a kickstart. And Rodrigo Blankenship. I did try and go after J.C. Treader, but I don't know if he's going to accept. Please be accepting. Oh, yeah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Is there anyone young who's not Billy Price? Oh, no. Can any of these guys play center? Eric Flowers, you know? No. Alright, come on. We're just going to bring back John Feliciano. And we'll give him a 5-year deal because that just costs the cheapest. I'm a cheapie, you know what I'm saying. But We'll see if we can get more people. As we get John Feliciano, he's going to be playing center for us now. I don't think that's really going to affect his overall in that good of a way. Vera Tucker playing center. Oh, okay. So maybe Feliciano just sticks at guard and Vera Tucker plays center. That does not look like Elijah Vera Tucker. Are you kidding me? That does not look like him. I don't know what you did. You failed miserably. That is not Elijah Vera Tucker. But Kareem Hunt is huge. Kareem Hunt, signing him, he's a guy, even though he's not the best of people, he's a guy who's going to get us yards per carry, and that's what I want. It just is. So, John Feliciano, sure. We'll simulate to the draft then, because I don't think I had... Hold on. I may have had a punter. I think I got Jake Bailey already, maybe? I don't know. But we pick at number 29 overall. There's not really many positions that we need at this point. Right? But, oh, look at this draft class. What could we really, really use? Probably tight end. And you don't even really need tight end much. So, maybe just O-line. And Eric Stevenson. Looking pretty good over there. Even though he's only a late first rounder. Derrick Mclean. Not bad. Or Derrick McClain, excuse me. I'm not seeing anyone I like so far. But I like the look of that guy. Is there anyone who can be like a pass rusher? Like Junior Wilcox? There you go. There's my pick. Junior Wilcox is going to be the pick. And then he's going to move to replace AJ Epenza. Epenza, yeah, that's his name. AJ Epinesa. I think that's just because he can pass rush, and that's what I want. He is on the board, so we'll take him. 78 overall hidden development with 91 strength, 78 block shed, 82 power moves, 71 finesse moves. The guy doesn't have one trait below 70. What a player. So Junior Wilcox, immediate starting defensive end. And I'm probably going to pause the recording because you're going to see EA servers are down news. So we're going to go through that again. Alright, never mind. We don't have the EA server news. Oh, wait. Wait. Whew. Alright, we don't have it. We don't have that nonsense. So we'll go and adjust the lineup. Alright, this is where it comes. Alright, never mind. Alright. Okay, so we drafted a tight end. Fullback. We drafted a fullback, and he's unbelievable. 71 overall star development, obviously. Star or better, but star. Wow. We actually drafted a pretty good player. And then we're running a 4-3, actually. So I'll stick Basham there. I want to see what Wilcox can be at right end. So that's the reason why I drafted him, because he had pretty good power moves and was a really well-rounded player. Looks like a tank with that face mask. But yeah, he's a 78 overall there. He's better than AJ Epinesa immediately, so he's going to start there. And then, of course, amazing superstar development players here. Micah Hyde, I just never traded him really. But we're only doing one more year. So, and this is the final year, so we're done. I'll see you at the mid-season mark, but really we don't need to, so I'll see you at the playoffs because there's really no one to resign. Alright, 10-7. We made the playoffs, but since this is the final year, I had to think about what I was going to say there. We're going to just hope we win the Super Bowl. It's a huge thing to ask for, but yeah. Well, I just saw something crazy, by the way. One of our receivers had a pretty decent year, as Ezekiel Elliott wins MVP. Josh Allen at 5. Allen at 2 for Offensive Player of the Year. Really? Defensive Player of the Year, no Bills. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no Bills. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Wilcox at 4. I'll take that. What happened to our linebacker? Matthew White had 10 for best line. Okay, not bad. Josh Allen, kind of a downfall. He was not very accurate, but had a pretty good year in general. Hunt, over 1,000 yards and averaged more than 4 per carry and had 5 touchdowns. That's all I wanted. Only season where a running back actually had 1,000 yards and averaged... No, hold on. Devin Singletary may have had 1,000 yards once, but 4.4 yards per carry is just so beautiful. But yeah, this is the guy I was talking about. Stefon Diggs, decent year actually. 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns. Chris Garvin followed, having 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. Dawson Knox had an unbelievable last 2 years. He was so good. Elijah Vera Tucker is unbelievable. Cody Ford was really good. Deion Dawkins has just by far been our worst O-line. Matthew White, what the hell? 147 tackles and doesn't even get one Defensive Player of the Year vote. Stupid. 19 tackles for loss from Ed Oliver, 18 for Hassan Reddick, 11 for AJ Epineza, and then 9 sacks, for Hassan Reddick, 6.5 for Ed Oliver, 6.5 for Junior Wilcox, 5.5 for AJ Epineza, 4 picks for Tre'Davious White, 2 for Matthew White, so 2 whites, and then 1 for Ross Douglas, who also had 126 tackles. Get out of here. J.C. Jackson had 1 and Micah Hyde had 1. So it doesn't really matter now at this point how good our players do. Right? This is about going to the Super Bowl. That's all it's about. We'll quickly just check out what development trade that Junior Wilcox had. Hold on, I'm kind of getting distracted here because the Clemson-NC State game's going on, and I'm tracking the live gamecast with ESPN. But defensively, Wilcox had star, so not that good, but we'll take that. I'm just checking out all the scores of NCAA right now, and I'm just so shocked. Notre Dame was losing. They are losing. They're like 13-10. And then after that, they just scored immediately. I'm telling you, Graham Mertz is just not good. I didn't like the sign of him the moment I saw him, and it's just been like that ever since. Penn State actually allowed 17 points against Villanova, which is stupid. And then Georgia had 62-0 blowout over Vandy. But 53-3, Grayson McCall. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. Doesn't really throw many interceptions. But playing the Baltimore Ravens to go to the divisional. We go. It's the Cleveland Browns. Hold on, let me just... Can I not? Alright. Never mind. Colin Kaepernick's playing in the... Okay, whatever. Myles Garrett wasn't in the top 3 for sacks, so... Maybe he's not that much of a threat anymore, am I right? Huh? Alright. Bills versus Cleveland. Come on. We win. We blew them out. What happened, by the way, against the Ravens? I didn't see. Sorry. Team schedule, postseason, 31-20. What happened, Baltimore? Alright, so Lamar passed decently. They didn't run the ball. That's what it was. Mark Andrews had an unbelievable game. Excuse the burp there. But Mark Andrews had an unbelievable game. But now, it's the 8-9 Indianapolis Colts. And now, usually what I would say is 8-9. That's so terrible. But they could actually crush us. So, judging by a Madden before, so we're going to trust in our team and hope we can make it to the Super Bowl, and we make it. Final year, it had to happen. It just had to. The 87 overall Buffalo Bills are now facing the New Orleans Saints in the Super Bowl. Can we win? No. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Oh, no. We lose in Super Bowl 58 to the City of Jazz. 37-21. But great rebuild. Great. And I want to see if we can have any development trait increases. This could be pretty huge if there was, but I don't think there is. I do not think there is. So, I think we'll just call it a Raptor, I guess. Unless there is. Maybe. Potentially. No. None on offense. And none on defense. So, yeah, I mean, disappointing. Sorry. Matt Milano and Micah Hyde both went down, so there were some development trait decreases, but if you were wondering. But thank you guys so much for watching. And this was a really exciting rebuild. We were so close to a Super Bowl. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe because I am giving away 40 PS10s and 8 PS9s down to anyone who subscribes, or maybe even everyone who subscribes. That 100 billion% not fake. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.